how's it going? So today I wanted to talk about the Season 6 finale of Game of Thrones. It was an amazing episode. It was probably by far one of my most favorite episodes ever of the entire show. It had amazing ratings, and it broke records throughout the show, and it was just fantastic overall, and I really wanted to talk about it. I really want to share my thoughts, my opinions. Of course, I want to hear your opinions too. So, for starters, that intro was crazy. Just the cinematography, the cuts, I really liked it. Just with all the different pans and the different scenes with all the characters getting ready for the big trial, I was like... It wasn't a nerve-wracking scene, but it made me nervous. I was curious to know what was going to happen. It seemed like it was building up to something, and it hell sure did. Apparently, I read something that said 11 named characters died, and that's one of the things I was talking about, how it broke Game of Thrones records, is that is an all-time high for a single episode, is 11 named characters died in one episode, so I thought that was pretty crazy. I was pretty sad though, I was happy that happened, I thought it was really cool. I was sad how Margaery died though, because first of all, I really liked her as a character. I think she's really pretty, but her character was such a strong female role model, very good in terms of playing the Game of Thrones, one might say. She wasn't a major player, but she definitely knew what she was doing. I was thinking, though, that she might have an overall plan, something she was going to do to help out her brother, to help out her family, the Tyrells in general, because it seemed that when the High Sparrow kind of, made her holy, I guess, her family kind of thought so that she was with the septum, but when she gave her grandmother the rose, the paper with the rose, and it kind of seemed like she had something planned, but I guess we'll never know now because they're pretty much all dead. So I'm kind of sad that storyline's ended, because maybe the plan won't come together now. Maybe whatever was planned, whatever she was going to do, it's probably not going to happen now. And it seemed like it was going to build up to something pretty big. So next, Tommen's death. I found that to be pretty funny, actually. It was very comedic, and I liked that. I kind of saw it coming as soon as the long shot of the window, he walks away, puts his crown down, and then just still the shot on the camera, the shot on the window, I knew he was going to do something, and I was pretty sure it was going to be something pretty eccentric, pretty crazy like that, and then it happened. I was like, wow, okay. Moving on, the whole Grand Maester Pycelle part, I was pretty confused with that. Okay, I wasn't confused, but I was just not sure why they decided to specifically make such a big deal out of that. I understand that he's been a pain in Cersei's side, and that new Maester, he's been a bit of a pain in that guy's side too, but I'm just not exactly sure why they decided to make such a big deal out of his death. I mean, sure, he's been there for all 6 seasons, but I mean, it's not like he was in every single episode. He was a major character. He's a major player in the Game of Thrones, so I'm not exactly sure why they made it that big of a deal. I mean, no one would probably say that their favorite character was Grand Maester Pycelle, because that'd be pretty bizarre, but who knows. Anyways, I just don't know why they made that such a big deal, but he's finally gone. He's lasted a whole 6 seasons. Good for him. That's a hell of a lot longer than most people have lasted, so... next, I was really intrigued with when Cersei got her revenge on, that shame lady. Of course I was happy about it, because I was like, that lady, she even annoyed me too, with just her treachery towards, the Tyrells, the Margaery and her brother while they were in prison, and also towards Cersei. I mean, I was never such a big fan of Cersei because she's so conniving and wicked, but I mean, even then, you had to feel something for her. I kind of wanted to see what exactly the Mountain was doing, though, because it looked like he was just standing over her and she was just screaming, so I was a little bit confused on that part, but... whatever. Maybe we'll get to see some of the aftermath in the next episode. I know it sounds kind of weird that I want to see it, but, I don't know, I just feel like we deserve to see it for what they've been through. Okay, next, what's the deal with Benjen Stark? So, this if you guys can comment down below exactly what happened to him, that'd be awesome. I'm still confused. I feel like there's still some gray area. He died north of the wall. His whole band of Rangers, if he even went with a band, I thought he said he did. All his men died, but if he didn't, then whatever. So he goes north of the wall. He dies, right? He gets killed by the White Walkers, the Whites, whatever. And he was about to get turned into one, but did they say that the children of the forest saved him? And they brought him back to life, and that's how he's still sentient being, whatever. He still has full control over his mind, his thoughts, his actions. Maybe, is that why? Is because the children of the forest and the three-eyed raven resurrected him instead? So if you guys can let me know down below. Also, how would that happen if the children of the forest are now dead, though? Who has control over them? That's the part I'm confused. So if you can let me know down below, that'd be awesome. Next, the Brotherhood Without Banners. They had a very big reveal. I think it was episode 8, no, 7, something like that, with the episode with the mountain, which was really cool. I really liked that. They had a pretty big part in that. I thought we'd see what exactly they're doing. So I know they said that their real fight was with the White Walkers, I believe. Like they said the real fight is in the north or something like that, with fighting the White Walkers and the Whites that are coming. So I'm sure that's what they're trying to do, but where is Beric Dondarrion, though? Did we see him? I can't remember. I know we saw Thoros of Myr. He's the priest that resurrected Beric Dondarrion, but where's Beric? And how come there's like 3 Brotherhood Without Banners people left? And what happened to their central location, I'll say, their hideout, their cave that they were in? What happened to that? So like a little bit of backstory as to what happened. Maybe we'll get to see for you book readers, for those of you who know her, Lady Stoneheart, maybe we'll get to see her, but who knows. Next, the Jon part. Oh boy, everything with Jon in this episode was awesome. I really liked the whole King in the North bandwagon, but whatever. The rallying to him, the White Wolf. I really liked that part. It gave me shivers because it reminded me of, reminded me of his brother, Robb Stark. And it was overall just awesome. I also liked, fans were speculating for so long on who Jon's real mother was. And I've seen so many videos where all contain the same theory that it was Lyanna Stark's baby, and it was, I think it's Rhaegar Targaryen. It was his child too. So I've seen so many fan theories about that. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is that Jon is part Targaryen, part Stark. Which, by the way, that makes him Daenerys's nephew, because Rhaegar Targaryen was Daenerys' older brother, so technically that would make him her, to him, she is his aunt. There we go. And she was talking about how when she comes to Westeros, she's going to need to meet some lords and flaunt about just so she can build power and build networks and connections. Maybe that's what we'll see with Jon Snow, because maybe somehow it'll get revealed to Jon Snow and to everyone that Jon Snow is actually part Targaryen, and since Targaryens are fans of incest and they like to interbreed and whatever, maybe that's what'll come of that, is that she'll be like, hey, there's another Targaryen, I'm not the last one, I need to be with him. I don't know, that'd be pretty messed up if that happened, but who knows, I could see it happening. Next, Jaime Lannister. Okay, so in this episode, we see Jaime it feels like has developed sort of a hatred for his sister towards the end, for Cersei. I'm not exactly, well, okay, I know why, is because she took the throne for herself, but what is he really thinking? What's going through his mind right now? Because he just seems like mad at everything to do with the Lannisters, with the Freys. Like, he even seemed mad at Walder Frey for a bit. He seemed really ticked off at him when he was talking about the fight. So, I mean, maybe there's some stuff with that, but yeah, no, it just seemed really, really odd. It was out of character for him, because in the past seasons, wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of Starks, and he always loved his kinsman and his sister, obviously because they were doing incest. But it was just weird. It's like now it's almost like he's developed a hatred for them. Maybe he'll end up switching sides, have a change of heart, who knows, but Anyways, continuing on, the Arya part. Okay, I really love that part. That was some sweet, sweet revenge, some awesome recomeuppance. Wow. And I'm still speechless. I didn't even know that servant was her. I wasn't expecting that to happen, and then it happened, and it was just awesome overall. Where are Brienne and Podrick? So they kind of left. I don't remember what the castle's name is, but the Blackfish, his home. I think it was Riverrun. I think that's exactly what it was. But they kind of left that castle. They fled. But where are they now? They haven't been seen. They're still rowing their boat. They're pretty much like Gendry in Season 3, where he's still rowing across the narrow sea. So, Sansa and Littlefinger, they got some creepy stuff going on. I don't know, Littlefinger's getting pretty creepy. At the end, towards the end, when they were all like, the king in the north, and they were rallying, he was just kind of in the corner, being quiet, like, just staring at Sansa. I was like, he's planning something. He's going to make a very bold move, and he's going to do something it's definitely going to impact the show. And maybe he's gonna maybe kill Jon, or he's going to kill Sansa, or something like that. He's going to kill someone. He's going to do a move that's going to make the fans angry. I know that, because that's what he does. That's what he did to Ned Stark. That's what he's been doing all along. So, and now finally, my predictions for the future of this show. So, the final episode of Season 6, I've heard a lot of people say it, and I agree with it, is that it feels like there's been a lot of closure. There's a lot of satisfaction that comes at the end of this episode. It almost feels like if the show were to end here, it would be acceptable. Obviously, don't want that to happen, but just with the amount of closure and the amount of satisfaction that we got from everything that happened with Cersei becoming the queen, I mean, there's no satisfaction there, but it seems like it could end there. With Daenerys, with her armies coming across the narrow sea, with Jon of the Snow being hailed as King of the North, Arya getting revenge for the Starks, Sansa finally feeling free of her troubles, being troubled by Ramsay, just all that. It just feels like, I definitely don't want it to end, but it definitely feels satisfying. So where could the creators go further with this? I feel like the White Walkers are definitely they're gonna break through the wall somehow. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They're gonna get past the wall though. Winterfell, everything in the north is gonna get taken. There's gonna be a final last stand at King's Landing. That's my bet. There's gonna be a last stand, and all the armies are probably gonna join together, and there's gonna be a big battle. A lot of main characters are gonna die. A lot of sub-main characters, a lot of people in general are just going to die. And who do I think is going to sit on the throne at the very end? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna bet that, knowing George R. R. Martin, how he likes to just disappoint everyone, I bet he's going to make the Night King win. That's my prediction. The Night King the White Walkers are just going to destroy everyone. The last man standing is going to end up being someone, Jon Snow, Tyrion Lannister, either one. They're going to be the last man standing, and then they're going to get swarmed, and it's going to be an epic montage, and he's going to try and fight, he's going to get swarmed, he's going to die, he's going to rise up as a white, or even a White Walker, and then it's going to show the Night King walking to the throne, and he's going to sit on the throne, and then it's just going to, done. That's my bet. Anyways, guys, tell me what your thoughts are on everything that happened in this episode, in the show so far. If you can answer my question about Benjen, that'd be awesome. Let me know your predictions about how the show is going to end, and have an excellent day. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and like I said, have an excellent